Have you ever heard of Coréateur, who take the lead in promoting Korea in France? Coréateur is a combination of the French words Koré for Korea and Coréateur for creator. It refers to a YouTube creator who makes videos about Korean culture in collaboration with the Korean embassy to France. During the first half of the year 2021, Coréateurs have produced a series of 10 entertaining videos introducing Korean culture by comparing Korea and France. Can you guess which episode was the most popular? It was the University Life in Korea versus France, created by the Very French Trip. In this video, Coréateurs introduce college life in Korea in comparison with that in France. The Coréateurs are planning to produce various contents under the theme of Koreans in France, introducing a Korean chef working in France, and the jazz singer, Na Yun-sun, who is much loved in France. They will also introduce Korean writers whose works have been translated into French. We look forward to the Coréateurs' activities in the coming months. Do you know the city Gouveia, located in the central north of Portugal? A meaningful event highlighting Korean culture and the Korean-Portugal relation was held at the Gouveia Institute in June. In celebration of the 60th anniversary of the Korea-Portugal diplomatic relations, officials at the Korean embassy to Portugal visited the Gouveia Institute and introduced the bilateral relationship, held an exhibition featuring the 1988 Seoul Olympics. They also provided the chance for the public to experience Korean culture by trying on Korean traditional hanbok dresses and tasting Korean food. Gouveia Institute personnel and students and Mayor Luis Manuel Tadu Marquez participated in the event, which was appreciated as a good opportunity to enhance understanding of Korean culture and the bilateral relationship of the two countries in the city where access to Korea and Korean culture had been rather limited compared to Lisbon and the metropolitan area. A workshop on Korean culture was held in Berlin, Germany, for citizens who are over 55 years of age and who had little access to the culture of Korea. The Korean Cultural Center in Germany held the Korean Culture Workshop on June 15th at the welfare facility for the elderly at the Steglitz-Zehlendorf Borough office in Berlin. During the workshop, participants were introduced to the Korean culture, enjoyed gaegeum performance, the 12-string Korean traditional instrument, and tasted Korean food. Hanshik. Knowing that hanshik is healthy, they expressed particular interest in the ingredients and recipes. The workshop will be followed by various events themed with Korean fine art in August and Korean literature in October, and a visit to the Korean Cultural Center in November. We hope these events will spread Hallyu, the Korean wave, among senior citizens in Germany.